Hey, did you know that 80% of new startup businesses are able to succeed through that first year? Now, there's a big portion that are not able to succeed, and the main reason for that is because of the finances involved and what it takes to get a business started. My name is Matt with Highline Financial Coaching. And I'm creating this video because one of my favorite clients are small business owners, because only 1% of Americans will take the leap and create their own business. That's an extremely small amount of people. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story and why I love helping businesses. It's because I had to make that leap and I wasn't completely ready to do it. I was forced out of the company that I worked for and made the leap, and it was one of the greatest decisions in business I have ever made. So, to tell you a little where I started is a little over eight years ago. I started with a company that helped people and coached people with their finances, and I loved it. They were really helping, getting people into a good position, paying down debt, educating them on their finances, educating on things that we never learned growing up: how to manage a budget, how to pay off debt, how to make sure that your interest rates are as low as possible, what type of bank accounts you should be using. And during that process, I actually started coaching the small business owners. So I had 300 of the small business owners that I was coaching, and it was a lot of fun watching them, helping them get SBA loans, get the funding they need to create their business, and to be able to make that leap and get away from corporate America. I started with Pfizer Pharmaceuticals, and at the time it was the largest pharmaceutical company in the world. I also worked at Johnson & Johnson, which was the other biggest pharmaceutical company out there. And I thought that was a safe job, and that was a job that would help me support my family and make it so that we had a great income and were able to move forward. But because of the landscape of where I worked and how much involvement the government had with it and the regulations that we had to go through, we went from 70,000 reps down to 26,000 reps within 2 years. And because of that, it was very difficult to keep that job. I was laid off 5 times in 11 years. And we always had to maneuver our finances. So when I found this company that was coaching people, I loved it. I jumped in and became their top rep in the next couple of years, helping people, and helping small business owners was one of my specialties. Actually, I had helped so many small businesses that I actually helped them create a portion of the company that helped small businesses and helped the employees of those businesses. So after being there for a couple of years, they changed how they were going to pay me. I found out in an email that they were going to completely change my pay, and it started 3 days before they sent me the email. And so I couldn't believe it. The company that I loved and was so grateful to be a part of destroyed my finances in one day, and I had no choice. I had no choice in the matter. They had already changed everything. My next paycheck came, and it was 60% lower than it used to be. And actually, that check that came the next time was like $200. It was ridiculous, and I couldn't believe it. I was devastated. I had done so much for this company, and I had to make an extremely difficult decision at that point. Actually, it was a really easy decision because they had pushed me to the brink of making this decision. I had created a lot of the programs for that company, and so I decided to create my own company. And because of the preparation that I had done for the past 6 years, I was able to make that leap. I had the funding. I had put my finances in order. We had some investments that I was going to be able to live on. As you can see in our picture behind me, there's 6 of us, and I'm the primary income. So we had to figure out how to make it work. So my wife and I made that decision that we were going to create this business, and we made the leap. And like I said, at first, it was very difficult to leave that company. They threatened me legally. They came after me. They tried to scare me into not doing this. And I am so glad that I didn't give in to those threats, because we created Highline Financial Coaching, and it has been an incredible experience. And because of getting our finances in order, the best thing you can do to prep to start a business is prepare before you actually make that leap. If you're working at a company and you've got a W-2, go ahead. That's the best time to contact us, because if we can work with you for a couple months before you make that leap, we're going to get you into a position where your finances are ready to go, and you're going to be able to make it through those first couple of years. Most businesses succeed because they have the financing to make it through. Most businesses fail because they don't have the finances to make it through. And it's not because it's a bad idea. It just takes a while to build a business up and be able to have the money needed to do that. If you're thinking of getting a franchise, let's chat 3 to 6 months before you actually leave your job, because I've got multiple franchise owners that I'm coaching right now. And the ones that we were able to start a couple months early don't feel that pinch of finances because they have the reserves necessary. Those that have to jump in and I start working with them a couple months after, it's a little harder to get the financing and the funding needed to keep things rolling. So starting a business now is possible. We're in a good position for small businesses to get off the ground and get going. But like I said, if you implement the correct strategies before you make that leap, your success rate jumps significantly to get you to be able to succeed and be able to have the benefit of being an entrepreneur. It's not for everybody. This video is for those that are thinking about making that leap and want to go that direction. Like I said, only 1% of Americans actually will take that leap, and it's risky. A lot of people like the security. I thought I liked the security of having a paycheck, but I can tell you that it was the best decision for me and my family, because now the only one that's going to change things are us. We make the decision on what we want to do moving forward. So if you like this video, subscribe to our channel, send it to a friend, go ahead and contact us for a complimentary consultation to see if this is a good option for you. My name is Matt with Highline Financial Coaching.